What's up and welcome back. And in this segment, we are going to be talking about retirement, right? A topic that is often thought about by individuals that are old. No, I'm just kidding. For individuals that have the right mind and consciousness to think about long-term wealth. And I say that not jokingly in any capacity. Whatever stage that you are, whether you're just starting your first job or you're getting ready to retire tomorrow, it is so important to have a clear picture and a plan towards your retirement. Many times, I'll start with the opposite and go towards the end. Many times younger individuals, including myself, right, we look at retirement differently than our parents and our grandparents looked at it. Many of you may be looking at this video right now saying, I probably never want to retire, or I love my job, or I love my work, or I'm an entrepreneur, so I love what I do, so I'll never retire. That is great, and that's important, and I'm so happy that you are actually in that space. I smile because that's the greatest place to be. When you truly enjoy what you do, like myself, being able to provide value and have fun while doing it, wow, it's a priceless experience. And I wish that upon every single person that exists on earth, because that's truly the most enjoyable part of life. When you get to do something that you love and make money while doing it, it's literally priceless. There's no way that you can ever put that in words. So sidebar as I digress, it's important for you to be in that space. And if you are, I commend you, I salute you, and I'm so happy for you. Regardless of what state that you are, retirement you need to be planning for, not often only for the retirement's sake. Some of you may truly have that desire to never retire, but throughout that journey of life, you could be using retirement benefits and retirement accounts to benefit your other areas of life related to taxes and big purchases and business ideas and other benefits while you're living prior to passing away and prior to you being retired. So in this segment, we're going to talk about that, what you can do and how you can evaluate your retirement accounts. So the short answer and the simplest answer I will say is have a clear picture of what retirement looks like for you, right? What is retirement? Is retirement you traveling and seeing the world? Or you probably already done that, so you don't really need to do that. I hear someone saying that. Or is retirement that you can, do nothing and still have money and revenue growing for you? Or is retirement doing, part-time work and volunteer work, or, your ultimate retirement dream or retirement goal, or maybe mentoring or coaching, or who knows, a consulting role at a business or entity that you've invested a lot of time and years in, that you have great experience on. There's no right or wrong answer, but it is important for you to have a clear picture of what retirement is. Once you have a picture of what retirement is, then you can also plan and strategically plan to get to that destination or to that goal. As you heard in the earlier parts of our segment in our series, having the goal and have a clear picture of what that goal is helps you plan financially better. And planning for retirement and having a goal in retirement also helps you plan for that destination. It may not be being at home. It may not be sitting in a retirement facility, or maybe it is. There's nothing wrong or good or bad or ugly or, situation. There's no right or wrong. Everything is how you perceive it and what your destination is. The most important thing is that you get to your destination. So in this retirement planning section, number one, have a clear picture of what retirement looks like for you. And then you can start planning for it accordingly. Number two, keep in mind that whatever stage you are, whether this is going to sound strange to our individuals that are about to retire, whatever stage you are, if you're about to retire next week, next month, next year, tomorrow, you need to be planning for retirement, because you need to have a plan once you are retired. So you still need to be planning for retirement, which is why so many people use investment professionals and, retirement specialists when they are retired, right? You don't say, I'm retired now, I don't need to plan financially. I just paused because I thought about, please don't take this disrespectful, how silly that could sound by saying that. I'm now retired, I don't need to plan financially. Anyway, sidebar. But you need to be planning. Whether you just started a first job at age 12. I started my first business when I was 12. Started really making money when I was 14, right? And even at that moment, I had the conscious mind that I never want to work forever. So whether you're about to retire next month, next week, next year, or you're just started your first career position or job, you need to be thinking about, how do I plan for this thing? How do I get to the destination? How do I, 20 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 60 years from now, be in a position where I have all the money that I need to live comfortably for the rest of my life without having to physically work? Because naturally, retirement comes simply because, we're not as efficient, right? The areas when we're young and swift and have energy and really the desire to go to work and generate revenue and generate resources, you may not have that as much as you age and get in senior years, simply because of our body, and energy and so forth. However, as you continue to implement fitness and health, that could also change too. So number one, having a clear picture of what retirement is. Number two, being in a position that you need to be planning for retirement at whatever stage in life that you are. And number three, being that you need to have the conscious mindset to still generate money and revenue even when you are in retired, regardless of what it is. It may not be from physical work, or maybe it may be in some capacity, but you need to be in the mindset that money can continue to grow. Right? You can always still be generating revenue and have the mindset to generate revenue even when you're in retirement, because it's so important that you have the mindset that money continues to grow. Just because you're in retirement doesn't mean that money has to stop and you only live down to the end. Maybe you look at it as, this is the threshold. How can I make this money go higher while still keeping my retirement stage? Additionally, going into topic number 4, we have to have a clear understanding of how our retirement plans work. And I'll leave some short segments here because this can be a segment in itself. The fourth concept is understanding the benefits and features of retirement accounts. At this point, there's multiple types of retirement accounts, whether you're a self-employed person, an employer, a employee, a person that's just starting a business, from IRAs to 401ks to 403bs to 457s, and so many other tax codes and terms that you need to be aware of, traditionals and Roth IRAs and SEP IRAs, and the list goes on. But the reason I share these with you and understanding the features and benefits is because some of these features and benefits of retirement accounts can be beneficial to you prior to retirement. And that is so important. Many times people think like, retirement is not until 40 years down the line or 30 years down the line. Well, that's great. What happens if you start planning now, right? And I'll just give a short example. There are some ways to where you can use your retirement accounts to take money from prior to retirement without being incurred any taxes or penalties to do big things, such as buy your first home. So it's important to understand that. Many times you may want to, save for a home, save for a home, save for a home, but forget or delay planning for retirement when you could potentially do them simultaneously if you understand the features and benefits of how your retirement accounts work. Additionally, when it comes to, college education, sometimes that's a big burden or a big expense that individuals are planning for. There's many ways to do that now, but having a clear picture of how the retirement accounts work, maybe there's ways that you can use your retirement account to supplement or add value or add benefit to your higher education purposes or benefits, right? And those topics and strategies can be full segments, and you will see them in other areas that you can just search and click and find it. I'll probably leave some links below. But you can do this. So it's important to understand what retirement is and how the retirement accounts works, because they're many times not limited to solely retirement. There's many tax benefits, tax features, tax advantages to using retirement accounts in your life, and you have to know them and understand them. If you don't, please ask, comment below, ask any questions, email, etc. And we can provide insight, or others can provide insight. But more importantly, make sure you take advantage and understand how retirement account works, right? This is also in line with the Social Security segment that you will see next, or that is coming up, or scrolling throughout wherever you can find it. But nonetheless, remember, take action and implement, because that's the key that will take you to the higher level. As usual, remember, you can have every single thing in life that you want as long as you truly believe it. We'll see you soon.